Good evening. My name is Austin Spanower, and today I'm going to be briefly discussing what culture is and how exactly it relates to folkways. So, on the topic of culture, um, David Fisher describes culture in his preface of Albion's Seed. He mentions that culture is a living and interconnected whole that is shaped by actions, values, and the choices of people in the past. However, it's very relevant to the present. Dr. Kerry Roberts kind of expands on this, on what culture is, in his video of the big picture of colonial America. He mentions that culture is something that was set through a variety of ways and habits and customs that came from the British Isles. And he continues on to mention culture in his video, Colonial Visions for New England, um, by discussing that the traditions and customs that would later become part of our nation during its early founding uh, gave the colonist the wear and resolve required to finally successfully settle. So it was thanks to the culture that they had um, previously from generations upon generations that uh, we finally were able to settle in our new nation. Um, in relation to culture, folkways are the everyday habits and norms to which culture is expressed. So they reflect both experience and the moral lessons that have been passed down through generations. Understanding folkways allows us to see how cultural values continue to influence life today, which is kind of why this relates back to what David Fisher said about uh, how it is still relevant to the present. For example, a common folkway that many of us may use, including myself, would be introducing yourself politely when you first meet somebody, or even celebrating a specific holiday that could be tied to your culture. Um, when it comes to past generations and failure, um, failure to properly identify yourself or greet others could be seen as rude or off-putting, and it could cause problems, which is likely why we choose to greet one another today. And failure to uphold tradition or respectfully recognize a holiday related to your culture can also be seen as disrespectful, and it's just something that people enjoy. So, past mistakes have kind of taught us through the generations um, to do these things, which in turn has led to the uh, folk ways that we practice today.